Is hosting girl learners at the Union Buildings in Pretoria.
The learners will tour the Union Buildings precinct and receive a presentation on the overview of the presidency. The president is currently engaging the learners. We cross live to that.
With Panyaza now, he's doing specialized work in Gauteng. Let's allow him to continue doing that. He will make a very good contribution where he is deployed at the moment. We all are deployed at certain moments and times. So you have to be at the right place, at the right time to do the work that needs to be done. Now, Rebecca says, how will you solve the drug problem? Yes, we do have a drug problem in South Africa. Nyaupe, cocaine, heroin, and young people are falling for it in large numbers. And this is devastating their lives. It's also devastating their families. Now, we are addressing it, but we also know that it is not only through the criminal justice system that we have got to address it. We also need to address it from a community-based point of view, and where we organize communities to know the dangers of drug abuse, and young people like yourselves in your schools to have programs and outreach activities that are going to make sure that you are aware of the dangers of drug abuse. Because once you become addicted, it is a huge problem. You just basically erase your future. You just write it off and become so addicted that you are not of any use to society. And this is precisely what we want you to be alive to. Stay away from drugs. Stay away from substance abuse. Things that are going to make you to be diverted from your goal. Because if you have a goal, if you know where you want to go, it is best that you don't do anything that is going to divert you. Now, I often find that one of the best things you can do is to be young people who are preoccupied with the main activity in your life at the moment, learning, getting your qualification. That is what should be driving you, making sure that you get your qualification. I always say to young girls, just remember the 7 Bs. Do you know the 7 Bs? Yes. You all know the 7 Bs? Yes. Some of you don't know. Do you all know the 7 Bs? Yes. Okay, I'm glad you know, because I know the 7 Bs. But now I'm going to ask you a question, because you've been asking me lots of questions. Because part of your own self-improvement, how you improve yourself, is to be able to be in love with books, not boys. To be in love with books and not boys. Now, when I was young, from a very young age, I used to read a lot. I used to carry a book with me all the time. Even when I went to the toilet, I would be having a book in my hand. When I go to do number 2, I would have a book. I was always reading, and that has carried on in life. So later in life, I met someone who reads a book a week. Every week, she reads a book. And she said she reads 50 books a year, and then I tried to match her. I could only get to 40 books a year. So I've not yet reached 50 books a year. Now I want to know from you, is there anyone amongst you who reads 50 books a year? If you do, please raise your hand. I want to give you an award. 50 books a year. More than 50 books a year. You are going to get an award. And you too? How many books do you read a year? 4, 5, 6 novels. Novellas. Novellas are the nice ones, the smaller ones. Okay, so it's one a week then. How many books do you read?
President Cyril Ramaphosa interacting with girl learners at the Union Buildings there and sharing some anecdotes about how many books he reads and where he used to take his books to. Let's get